All right, guys, coming at the downfall of what was a very, very excruciating semi-final to watch. Humiliation, crushing defeat, absolute domination by England by Joss Butler and Alex Hales. Decimation. It was a nightmare to watch it. There was not even a proper fight put up, and all the hopes were dashed. There was some, of course, with Hardik playing a brilliant innings and the great Virat Kohli getting us back into the game. So, of course, now there are obviously a lot of harsh reactions from the fans, a lot of disappointment amongst the cricket crazy cricket, where cricket's a religion. So let's get straight to the things now, the way forward, right? And these are the seven players I think who, of course, have no role now in the T20 cricket now. That the way the game has evolved, the way it is shaped, and its demands. I'm a big Rohit Sharma fan. I, of course, know he gets called a flat track bully and that he does not rise up to the knockout, like the stages in the World Cups where it's a knockout match, it's a semi final, it's a final, it's a quarter final, you have to qualify. And that's a fair enough criticism to some large extent because 19 was a good cup where he really played well with 4 to 5 centuries. So, but yeah, I mean, I need to be objective. Rohit Sharma, he's 35. He's one of the all-time great IPL captains with five, trophies. But at 35, and with the form he has in the T20 cricket, the form he showed in the last 5 matches, or even before that, of course, I don't think so. We should persist with him. He should learn from Ian Morgan, one of the greats of white ball cricket of one days for England, and he left the captaincy. So number one, I think Rohit Sharma should, with a lot of grace, step down both as a captain and as a player, because of course the game is not there now to play at the pace which is required, and he should concentrate on one days and tests for the next 2 3 years and then call it a day. Second, even though he has age on his time on his side, but KL Rahul, I mean, pleasant to deceive. He's deceived for so many years now, and I think he just does not have it in him for a big match temperament. Where you are the gladiator on that day. You are the person who will take the mantle and win it, and like be that blood sport, and you're the lion in the cage who will go and wrestle it. So much he internalizes pressure so much, you can see it in his body, and we could see that in the 2019 semi-final World Cup defeat to New Zealand. We've seen that on other occasions. We've seen it throughout the tournament, and rightly, minnow basher. You don't see him playing that kind of cricket against the big great teams, and when it really matters, when it's the World Cup, the 10 best teams, some of the greatest bowlers, the world looking at it, the incredible swinging conditions, pace, and you need to be the gladiator. You need to be the amongst the best, and he's not theirs, right? And how much will we just back him on potential? So I think KL Rahul, unless and he does something exceptional in the next 1 or 2 years, should not be in the scheme of things. So Rohit would be one, KL Rahul would be two. Third, of course, Dinesh Karthik. He played well, of course, in the last year and made some amazing knocks, but ultimately, again, he too doesn't have age on his side. And I mean, let's be honest. I mean, that's the end of it. Fourth, Akshar Patel. I mean, seriously, what he was doing in Australia, initially, okay, you had a like-to-like replacement for Jadeja. You had Akshar and you got him in. But then why persist if he's ordinary outside the subcontinent and gets smashed and had a very ordinary outing? And this again showed defensiveness. At 7, why play him? What is the funda of, oh, we'll extend our batting? We could have got Harshal also. He, bats very high up in the order for Ranji Trophy for his, state. So Akshar Patel, I mean, there's nothing special or sensational about it. You have to be the best, right? You look at England. I mean, all the players are like brilliant all-rounders and big match players. And of course, in a nation of 140 crores, you can see a lot of people. So you don't need to get Akshar. Ashwin, again, one thought he'll make an impact. I mean, it was not a bad outing, but it was not great either. Again, 35, 36 years of age. So, there's no point persisting with him. So these four. And then, of course, I think Shami too. He's never been a T20 specialist, even though one might argue he played well for Gujarat Titans. Today was one day. But again, you have to, ensure for his longevity, he's there as the ODI specialist and, as the test specialist. He's not there as, the T20 specialist. So I think these are the players who, I mean, these harsh calls need to be taken where, Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, Dinesh Karthik, Ravichandran Ashwin, Akshar Patel said that, all right, gentlemen, and Shami, that we can, it's been good to have you around, but we can't possibly see a future team which you need to be aggressive and which needs to win the world champions. It's been 9 years India hasn't won a world championship, and there's a golden era. 2007 under Dhoni we won the T20 World Cup. 2011 under Dhoni we won the ODI World Cup. 2013 under Dhoni we won the Champions Trophy, which has the top six uh, people in there. So I think this should be the immediate step. And of course, if it's some are forced and some do not come from a position where they themselves don't take it. Also, another would be Bhuvneshwar Kumar. I mean, for a person with that kind of experience, again, getting nervous in crunch matches, and if you don't have swing and that's it, after that you're like a club level bowler. You get mauled and smashed to all sides of the ground. So I think it should be curtains for these people. So I'll repeat it again. What I feel for a new dawn: Rohit, KL, Aksar, Ash, Bhuvi, Shami, and DK. This should be actually their last T20 game if we really want to be very professional and not indulge into cult worship and cut corners and say, okay, slack it, okay, something can be done here. Rest, yeah, build a team around the next T20 World Cup is in 2024 in West Indies and America. Build the team around make Hardik the captain. He has the the attitude for it. He's proved him mettle with the Gujarat Titans today too. He played an incredible inning, so he can command. You have him. You have Ravindra Jadeja in there as a very good all rounder. You have Virat Kohli. You have Sky, and you have young Pant. You can breed in Shubham Gill and Prithvi Shaw, and then you have Bumrah, Umran Malik's coming up. Some and there are many others for as well. Prasidh Krishna, Mohsin Khan was brilliant for Lucknow Super Giants. Chahal's there, Kuldeep Yadav's there, Ravi Bishnoi is there. So your 6-7 who will be an integral part of it, who still have a lot of years, who can play the T20 pace right now from this squad. Of course, like Kohli, Sky, Hardik, Pant, those are the guys, and Arshdeep, Chahal, and then Jadeja, who's not here right now because of injuries, Bumrah, and who too is not here. So these are the guys, and that should be the way forward. I mean, these 6-7, and then you create your other 10-11, but attacking cricketers who have the kind of attacking mindset and can really do well, because that is the level of evolution at the stage that this is being played. So yeah, I think India went in. It's just that the brilliance of Kohli and the brilliance of Sky hid all the weaknesses we had, and we went in with a very defensive approach. I mean, if you're playing Aksar, okay, I understand. After 3 matches, you realize he was not good. So what were you thinking? Oh, let's put him at 7 and 8. We just extend that batting. If you're confident about your top 6, why go ahead with them then? You could have today definitely got in Chahal and all. So with that kind of defensive mindset and the way England plays is so the pace is always there. It seems our T20 was really outdated for a lot of years. Some people are even asking for the sacking of Dravid. I would still say that if we give him a chance and he takes in the new approach and builds a new team around this the 6-7, then it's not that you need to completely shun everything. But I said, like, there are some tough decisions to make, and then that's how we need to go about it. As far as the the final is concerned, I think it will be a very good contest. Some very key contests would be Josh Butler, one of the greats of white ball cricket, against Shaheen Shafri, one of the fast bowling greats. I mean, he's still 22, but he's been incredible at 145 kilometers per hour. He swings it both in and out. Whoever wins that contest will massively decide the fate of the match. I would still give England the advantage because they're world champions. They have this cultivated mindset now. They play this fearless cricket. But then again, Pakistan, they're unpredictable and they add that extra thrill to the game, which no other unpredictable side brings in. So it won't be as one-sided as our game, unfortunately, was. So as a cricket lover, look forward to it. And high-class pace attack against high-class batting. And again, the depth England has. So that would be my assessment of it. And yeah, let me know what you thought of the way forward for the Indian team, and what kind of a campaign and what we can do now different going on from here. All right. So yeah, it's been a tough day. It's been a very, very tough day for Indian fans, and hopefully this drought will end next year, and then next year again, and the World Cup championships will come in. All right. Thank you.